for both of you, when you walk into the running backs room and see everyone with still eligibility remaining beyond this, what goes through your minds?
It's really exciting. You know, we have a lot of guys who can do a lot of different things. We're really diverse, and like you said, we don't have a senior. Warren's our oldest guy, so just to know that we'll have that for another, 2 or 3 years, I think it's really exciting for us because we know we're going to grow together as a group, and we're a really tight knit group, so it's really fun in there, and we'll have that for a few more years. So yeah, it's just really exciting.
Yeah, I think Justin pretty much summed it up right there.
For you guys, Duke's got a lot of speed up front, not the biggest guys. What have you seen so far, if you've gotten the chance to see any film on what challenges they pose, and maybe specifically Jeremy Cash coming up in the box?
Yeah, like Coach Fitz was saying, he's an All-American player. He's really good, and they got a lot of speed. They're really aggressive. They're pretty technically sound too, so it's going to be a huge challenge for us. They're a little bit different, of a team, obviously, in the first two we faced, so we got to adjust there. But just be ready, just be ready to go out there, and it's a dogfight, first road game, so be a little bit different for us, so it'll be interesting.
Warren, when you're on the sideline and Justin is in there or another back is in there, what do you do both mentally and physically perhaps to be ready to go at a moment's notice?
When either me, Justin, or Solo is in, I'm pretty sure all of us, we just watch the plays and take mental reps and visualize as if we were in there and what we would do just to get extra better. Yeah.
Warren, last year, Fitz mainly used you on the goal line yesterday. Got a lot more work with 12 carries. Have you diversified your game so you can be on the field more often?
I don't think so, no.
Any more questions?
Fitz was talking about how the O-line's been giving you a little room, and you guys are making 1-yard blocks into 3-yard blocks. And he mentioned when you get those 4-yard blocks, how far you can go. How close do you think you guys are to breaking some of those longer runs?
We're really close, and as a team, we know that. As an offense, we know that. And we know it's just, one read or one block here or there that can spring us. So we're working on it, and it happens in practice, happens in the film room. So, yeah, we're just trying to be diligent in that. And, we know we're going to break one coming up soon here. So hopefully it's going to happen this game. But it's all about that extra effort, really, when it comes down to it.
Justin is being ranked in both polls, kind of a validation. Like, you guys know you're good, and now everybody else kind of does too.
Yeah, we just want to go out and play football. It doesn't really matter, where we're ranked. Honestly, I don't think anyone on this team pays attention to that. We just want to go out and win football games. Yeah, like before the season, no one, said anything about us. Now everyone's saying we're good, but, it just comes down to how we feel about us. It's not about, what the media feels about us.
What do you feel about yourselves?
We feel like we can be a really good football team. If we bring it, every day in practice and we translate that to the game in all three phases, we feel like, we can be a really good football team. But it just comes down to the little things.
You heard what Fitz was saying when he talked about the team, an average team's focus is out here.
Yeah.
Good team's focus is here. What keeps you guys focused? Is it the leadership? Is it the way you see yourself? What keeps?
I think it's a lot of things. Yeah, it comes, from the top down, from the leadership, but it's also, what we want and how we see ourselves as a football team. Our goals, we have very high goals, very high aspirations for this team. So I think that, in that way, every single day in practice and every single game that we come up on, that keeps our focus, where it needs to be. Just knowing that that's where we want to be and this is where we are. So we know we have a lot of work to do to get there.
Warren, you've been here longer than Justin. He's emphasized in here a couple times, I'm tired of being average and I'm tired of potential.
Yeah.
Does he tell you guys that same thing?
Oh, yeah, every day. Every day.
What does that mean to you? What does that?
Tired of being average, tired of not making a bowl. But What's exciting is that as long as I've been here, there's just something different amongst the team, like in the camaraderie in the locker room. It just feels different. Yeah.
This year from the last couple of years?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain that difference?
I can't really put my finger on it, honestly. Yeah.
Is it different for you, Justin, in the locker room from last year?
Yeah, I think Warren could probably say it better because last year I was a freshman, so obviously that's a whole different type of ball game. But this year, yeah, I feel like we're really close. We're a really close knit group. So I think we have a lot of fun with each other, and obviously in the summer we did a lot more things together than last year. And so I think that just helps us, on the field. We're getting excited for each other and we're playing for each other, and that just allows us to play harder, and play with more passion.
Is that feeling that you can do something special? Does that drive you? Is that part of that atmosphere too? Then.
Yeah, I think this year, our confidence is sky high, and I think that is driving us as a team. Yeah.
Justin, with the redshirt freshman quarterback, as the season progresses, I would assume that the playbook will expand a little bit for him. Does that excite you guys that you'll have more opportunities and different formations or different play sets, whatever?
Yeah, especially as running backs, we kind of just go out there and do what we're told, whether it's, a complicated play or a simple inside zone play. So I think that, as the season goes along, I think the coaching staff's done a great job of giving him, what he can handle. I think just as he gets more experience and more mature, they will open up the playbook a little bit. I think it really comes down to whatever play they call, just going out there and executing that particular play.
Does seeing guys like Austin Anderson, Solomon Vault, Warren, Justin, for both of you, does seeing guys like that have so much success just make you want to go out there and do more with every carry that you do get?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Only that play is guaranteed for you. So, I mean, not only is it other guys, stepping up and playing, really well too, but it's just, I've been injured. I know how it is. Only that one play is guaranteed. So you just have to go out there and, take advantage of it. And, we got Warren, Solo, Austin playing really well. I think just as a whole group, we just want to play really well for each other. It's not really about who gets the most carries. It's about us winning as a team. And we know that in the running back room, it's going to be really important for us to step up and be the leaders on offense.
Time you did more things together to maybe build more camaraderie. Can you give us some examples of that?
Yeah, we went downtown on a scavenger hunt. I think that was really fun. We had a lot, and probably over 65-70% of our team there. It started raining and everything, but it was really fun. I think just little things like that, getting together and watching film together as a whole offense or as a whole defense, and just little things like that, really brought us together as a team. And I think once we hit Kenosha, we were already really close, so it was even better than last year because we were already so close, so we just got that much closer. Whereas last year, I feel like we weren't nearly as close going to Kenosha. So I think that's translating to the field. I think in the sideline's been awesome, and I think we're all just cheering for each other and having a good time.
Who promoted going downtown, and how did you get there?
I think Travion was a ringleader. He kind of came up with the idea and made the scavenger hunt. And then we all just hopped on the L. It was kind of fun because it was like a whole football team on the L going downtown. So I don't know, we might have scared some of the regular riders out there, but it was a really good time. And Travion's been a really awesome leader for us. Even though he's on the defensive side of the ball, we feel his impact on the offensive side of the ball as well.
The defense is yet to give up a touchdown this season. Do you guys see the connection of the contribution you guys provide with the running game and the time of possession and keeping the ball away from the opposing team as much as possible?
Yeah, I mean, they're, whether we get a 3-and-out or we get a long drive, they've been awesome, and it obviously helps to keep them off the field. But I think they've been doing a really good job of getting off the field themselves, So we don't get cold on the sideline. We go right back out there and start firing again. So I mean, they've been playing amazing, and I'm hoping they can keep it up. And I think with their work ethic and the way they go in practice, that they will.